Hello and welcome to your yoga for bedtime sequence. So if you haven't already, come sit on the mat with me with your legs crossed, very nice and tall, slight tuck in the chin and shoulders are on the back, placing the hands on the knees or together in the lap and closing the eyes and bringing our awareness inwards to our breath. We're just taking a moment to connect with our breath, the natural rhythm of the breath. And we're going to take a nice deep inhale in through the nose and exhaling sigh through the mouth. Completely emptying the mind of all thoughts, allowing the mind and body to rest. Make sure we're not gripping or holding in the legs, in the shoulders. Completely relaxing. Bringing ourselves into the present moment for some nice, relaxing yoga. If your mind wanders, bring it back to your breath, your natural breath. Then we can bring the hands together in prayer in front of the chest and bow the head down, lifting the head and opening the eyes. We can then gently make our way into a child's pose to begin with. And you can have the arms extended in front or down by the sides. Or you can even bring the forehead to rest on the backs of the hands. Make this pose nice and comfortable and relaxing for you. So we're going to stay here for a few breaths. Knees can be together or out to the side of the mat. Couple more breaths here. Staying present with our breath. Releasing all stress of the day. Then inhaling, bring the fingertips underneath the shoulders and just gently lift yourselves up to coming to sit up on the heels. We can then shift the hips to one side and with grace swing those legs round in front of us. Then we can use the hands to bend the knees and guide the soles of the feet together, bringing the heels in towards the pelvis as close as we can. And you can hold on to the feet with the hands, and you can even grab hold of some blocks to place under the knees to help support the hips and the knee joints. Make this pose nice and comfortable because we're here to relax. So exhaling, tucking the chin and slowly rolling down the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, folding it forwards. For a variation of bound angle pose or butterfly pose. You keep the shoulders pulling away from the ears, and you can use your exhales to gently deepen yourself into the stretch. Again, staying present with our breath. Releasing all feelings of stress and frustration. Inhaling, slowly rolling back up the spine, coming back up to sit. We can then use the hands to guide the knees back together. And then we're going to extend both the legs out in front of us. And we're going to come into a seated forward fold. So inhaling, reaching the hands forwards towards the feet. We can have a generous bend in the knees, and we can also let the arms just come to rest on the floor. You can even grab hold of a block to place on top of the thighs to rest the forehead on. And we're just going to completely relax in this pose. So the palms can face up feet can fall to the sides a little bit. Again, we can have a bend in those knees. Just a nice, soft and relaxing forward fold. Then we can pop that block aside and inhale, come back up to sitting. And then we're going to use our core to gently bring ourselves down with control to lying on the mat. And then again, we're going to grab hold of our little block and we're going to place it under our tailbone. If you don't have any blocks here, you can always use a wall. So bring the tailbone flush to the wall. And then we're going to inhale, bring the knees in towards the chest. And exhale, extend the legs up into the air for a legs up the wall pose. You can have your knees bent here, or you can lengthen through the legs and reach the heels up towards the sky. Again, palms can face upwards, or you can place the hands on the belly. Make this pose nice and comfortable for you. It's a gentle inversion that helps release stress and tension. It's anxiety relieving. And then exhale, we can draw the knees back into the chest, bring the feet down onto the mat, and we can pop that block aside. And then again, we're going to hug the knees into the chest, give them both a nice hug, maybe rock side to side a little, give the back a little bit of a massage. Doing some yummy movements. And then we can bend the knees in towards the chest and use our peace fingers to grab hold of the big toes, or we can grab the outsides of the feet or even the backs of the calves if we can't quite reach the feet. We'll then take the knees out to the sides and pull them down in towards the armpits for our happy baby pose. And again, you can rock side to side here. You can close the eyes. Treat yourself to a little smile. Remember to enjoy these poses. Allow the mind and body to relax and surrender. To allow yourself to fully reap the benefits of these nice, relaxing poses. And then exhale, we can draw the knees into the chest, giving them a nice hug again. And then exhale, we can extend the legs fully down onto the mat, coming into our Savasana. So we can have some space between the arms, palms facing up, some space between the legs, and the feet fall to the sides. Tucking the shoulders underneath and drawing the chin in towards the chest. And bringing our awareness to our natural breath. Just observing the natural rhythm here. And notice any changes in your breath. Maybe you feel a slight ease to the breath that's flowing quite freely. Or maybe you feel some restriction in the breath. And we're just going to breathe nice and deep into the belly. So inhaling through the nose and exhaling completely. Take a few more deep breaths like this. Go at your own pace. With every exhale, let go a little bit more. Exhaling, sinking into the ground a little bit more. Feeling the weight of your body fully supported by the ground beneath you. Allowing the whole body to completely relax. Consciously letting go of wherever we might be holding ourselves in the legs, shoulders or neck. Again, if your mind starts to wander, we'll bring it back to our breath. With every exhale, letting go that little bit more. You can even affirm to yourself quietly, I choose to let go. You can repeat that little mantra to yourself a few times. I choose to let go. I choose to let go. And then we can start to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, rock the head from side to side and deepen our breath, just gently waking the body back up. And then we can gently find our way into a fetal position on the left side. And we'll just pause here for a moment, take a breath, keeping the eyes closed. And then placing the right hand down, pressing into the ground, find your way back up to sitting with the legs crossed, still with the eyes closed. Spine is nice and tall, slight tuck in the chin. Hands are on the knees or together in the lap. Taking a moment to thank yourself to practice today. Maybe wrap your arms around yourself, give yourself a nice hug. Remember to take care of yourself and love yourself, for you are unique and there is nobody else in the world like you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today.